Okay, let's see. Are we good? Are we good? I think we're good. I think we're good. I know I'm early. I see what you guys, Captain Billy can't get in there first. It always seems like Midwest Old Man beats him to it, which, what are you going to do? I'm a little bit early, testing out the network here. I, you know, I got to tell you, this T-Mobile internet, I'm just not a fan. It's been messing up on me lately. And but the only thing is, for 35 bucks, I can't beat it. But if I was a rich man, if I were a rich man, I think I would get a better internet. But I'm cheap, so that's the way it's going to be. All right, let's see. So who's here tonight? You got Spokane, Nancy. How are you, Nancy? Katie Z. No, you're not. You're not the first one, that's for sure. Cassandra, Captain Billy, Alton Bond. How you doing? Carlos, how are you? Um, Retired and loving it. You're here early. Wow. And Midwest Old Man and Perry and Sherry. Perry and Sherry. Sherry and Perry. Sherry Perry. That would be a good name. Sherry Perry or Perry Sherry. Then there's Captain Billy. Hey, Robert Scott. I just had a. Where'd it go? Did it fall down? Oh, I just can't see it. Last Saturday, remember, Captain Billy was crying, so we have to show some art. It's collecting dust. We got to show some art once in a while. That keeps Captain Billy happy, and he doesn't cry. So we got to do that. You know how it is. Stuart Flip Flops, how are you? Doug, hello, Doug. Smart Scope Astro, the prodigal son from Illinois has returned. Yeah, I think they said Saturn was going to be at its brightest tonight, and we've got some cloud cover because I think we got storms moving in tomorrow. And I was hoping to pull the scope out to see Saturn. If you haven't seen Saturn in a scope, you are missing one of life's greatest things. And I'm not talking about an encyclopedia or astrophotography. I'm talking about taking the scope out and actually seeing those rings of Saturn with your naked eye. Man, that's breathtaking, let me tell you. Really something else. I was hoping to catch that tonight, but of course, all the 2 weeks of beautiful weather, I don't take it out, right? It's just the way I am. We got an inch of rain today. Yeah, that's where it's coming to us, right? Yep. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? JNP 96. 280 zone. How's Arizona today? Hopefully it's cooled off. Great Cat. Great Cat is doing the running. Yeah, if you got an inch of rain up there in your way, that's going to be coming our way. Yeah, we're gonna. But the problem is, I'm working on my. That was my the splash page, or the, what do you call that? The thumbnail was the rocks that I bought to do my stairs. That's gonna do the outside of my steps that I should get done very. I got everything measured out. I got everything cut. Everything's done there. It's taken me a while. I wasn't happy with certain things, so I redid a couple of things, and then I bought that. So I got my mortar. I got some cement. I think I'm ready to go here. But now it's going to rain, so yeah, just my luck. So I can work on the bathroom. Diablo, Southwest Ohio. Yeah, that's right. The rain overcast here too, so no seeing anything. Yeah. Hey, Theo, how are you doing, Theo? I just read about some exotic dog breed with eyesight so good they could see Saturn rings. Okay. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. 102 right now. Well, that's a little bit more than you had 90 something last time, right? Hey, Greg, how are you? What's for dinner? Costco chicken. I did buy chicken thighs, but I hate saying that with Captain Billy around. But I won't cook those till tomorrow. Probably. I got a big deal. Some people know about this, but I got a big deal at 3 o'clock tomorrow. I have to go get some court ordered uh, materials from somebody. Um, Again, I keep teasing this, but we'll be able to talk about it someday. Um, but I got to go do that. So I'm probably going to have the police with me and some other things. So we'll see what happens. I actually bought. Steve was talking about this, and I maybe I missed the video where he did that. Um, but one of those harnesses where you have the camera, phone or camera here on your chest. I bought one of those so I could videotape this transaction that's going to happen tomorrow at 3. I should get a bulletproof vest too, but yeah, you never know. Roxy, how are you, Roxy? Yeah, we do need rain. Maybe we'll get lucky and the power will go out. Already missing week 3. Yeah, yeah, I know. And the funny thing, I know some of you guys don't like to talk about Browns, but or football. But the funny thing is when I watch like Tampa Bay with Baker Mayfield, and I just see the energy from that team, and Baker, and then I look at our team and it's like drop back, throw or drop back. He can't run. It's like the old Bernie Kosar days. And that's not the answer. It's just not the answer. I think it's time already to after this game. If they lose to Green Bay, I think it's time to put in one of the kids, and just go with it. Oh boy, this paid for a new garage door, an opener for daughter's house, and a plumbing issue arrived. Oh, Carlos, that's some bucks there. Yeah, I knew you would wake up, Captain Billy. That shouldn't be too scary. Off and on rain in Wisconsin, heading your way. Yeah. I just hope I can get the. I don't want to do the mortar obviously in the rain, but that's what I'm next. Next step is to pull the bricks out or cinder blocks and then mortar the bottoms and throw some cement in there, and hopefully I'm gonna. It's gonna be another couple of days for sure. Yeah, Packers and Browns. That's right. Yeah, thank you, Midwest old man. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Eventually, like I said, I keep been teasing this for about 2 years practically. That's how long this court case has taken, um, and hopefully it's going to be resolved. But every time you take a twist this way, it turns that way. So it's always something. So hopefully we'll get it straightened out. There's always next year. Nah, that's right. There's always next year. Well, they do have a number one from Jacksonville. They have their own number one, which they didn't have for 3 years because of Deshaun Watson. We're going to talk football, whether we like it. Thank you, Roxy. Packers in Cleveland, noon Wisconsin time. It should be a good game, though. It should be a good game. And the Browns are due to win one. I don't know does anybody know like who's favored by how many? Because I know the Ravens were favored by like 112 million, and I think they beat that spread. My daughter, oh yeah, garage door. The tension soaring on the tension sprang on the right, lost tension. Eventually, the wheel came out of the track. Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, it's. I was telling on Wednesday. I was saying that there's two eyelets, okay, and then the wheel goes through it, and I bent the eyelet, but it still didn't work. The bending the eyelet in to hold the roller, and it didn't work. Well, then I bent it a little bit further, not wanting to snap it off, but I bent it a little further, and it's held. It's been about 25 up and downs now, and it's held pretty good. So once I get the steps done and the bathroom done, then I'll come out here in December and January, and I'll do the garage door. I got to buy a heater too. I should get a heater for in here. Just get one of those. I saw one on sale at Sam's Club. Maybe I should grab one of those. Yeah, I think I'll do that. When are the Bengals playing? I have no idea. You lost your quarterback for 3 months because he stubbed his toe. Man, he's always out. We had all the rollers replaced with nylon and the opener replaced 2021 after 13 years. That's good. That's what I have to do is replace them with the nylon. I already got some guy on YouTube. Well, you guys, like Calvin was sending me some videos, and some other people were sending me videos. And I did see one where they highly recommend this certain roller. So, and I might buy that. The garage door was 1900. That's what I don't want to replace. I think the garage door is in decent enough condition. Um, even though it's older, but it's not. It can't be original to the garage, so they probably put another one on at some point. I keep finding my garage door is opened on its own. Yeah, it's not set right. It's got to be reset. It's you have to. It gets sometimes it'll get finicky because you got to go into the opener itself and change some settings. I can help you crack some heads. I thought you were going somewhere tomorrow, Captain Billy. I thought you were going to see Superman or Spider-Man or something. Browns, Green Bay, 657. Oh, okay. Huh. All right. So that's not too bad. December, January, what year? Man, Alton, you know me, don't you? That'd be something Mrs. Buzz would say. You know me. Now, we'll talk about it in January when I better keep the side door open in case I lock myself in for a month or two. Somebody will start looking for me eventually. I hope. I found it was the remote, which was really old. Oh, that's interesting, Nancy. Crane update. All three fly like 747s, but our window facing the wetlands. They will be here till mid-November. Do they fly south or anything like that? I would imagine they take off, right? And just like that, the Browns already preemptive loss. See you in October. I replaced it. It never happened again. That was months ago. Oh, I'm from South Carolina catching the first live. Well, truly, Sylvia, how are you? And welcome to the channel. We got a really good group here. Really good group of regulars. They're very nice, except for one. You got to watch the one, like the captain. You got to watch a little bit. Like you got to keep this eye on captain, but otherwise we're pretty good here. Michigan 30, Nebraska 20. Oh, I'm going to have to hear it from a few people. Hey, Angela, how are you? No, Prairie Mark, you're not the bad guy. No, no, no. The good group should be here any minute. Here's Doug. I knew it. I knew it. Didn't take Doug and Rick. It wouldn't take long before they. You shouldn't have said anything, Robert. Should have just laid low. Now I got to hear about it. Truly beware of 280 zone. He's quite the stud. Oh boy. So what's good anyway? What have you guys been up to? Anything good? I see Hope to Prosper. He did that Great Lakes tour. He put out a little teaser video today. He's going to do it in a couple different segments. He'll do the Rock Hall and then I think the Canton Football Hall of Fame. And I think he's during his trip. Yeah, check out his Hope to Prosper. Check out his Great Lakes tour. He's like I said, he did a little just showing you where he was and and then he'll do some videos relating to that. Yeah, his cranes head south. But how they always come back last week of February, early March, huh? Hey, Mary Albert. I forgot it's crane season. Are they Sandhill cranes? They like to meet at Jasper Pulaski Wild Refuge. Went there once. Well, Simple Retirement Journey, how are you doing? You didn't get notified, Noreen. I'm sorry. I think I did it around 5 o'clock for 7 o'clock or 5:30 or something like that. You've been crocheting Afghans. Ready for the cooler weather here in Florida. Get on the ball. You mentioned in one of the other videos working for MTD. Did you ever deal with the MTD plant in Kitchener, Ontario? My father used to work there. That's Gold Jerry. Yes. We sent parts to Kitchener, and Kitchener sent parts to us. And I used to deal with this one lady. I forget her name. I never got a chance to visit that plant. But yes, we did business with them. We used to stamp stuff and send it up there, and they would stamp stuff and send it down to us. I went to my UFO 101 group this afternoon. Well, that's cool. And you're going to have to tell us about that. Appears we all. Did you take a summer school typing class? I did. It has paid off. I did 2 years of typing in school. And let's just say they were. By the time I was in my junior and senior year, I had most of my credits for high school. Yeah, I just took too many in my freshman and no, freshman and sophomore. I took way too many credits, and it was too much. But I didn't know. I had no guidance. So, and then now they have 15 guidance counselors for every person. It seems like. I won't get into that, but and then in my junior senior year, especially my senior year, I mean, I had like two classes I had to go to, and then everything else was. It's like I'm trying to fill in, home ec, or they called it single survival, and study halls, and typing. So I took the typing because it was mostly filled with girls, right? So I mean, hey, how can you go wrong? But I didn't learn a darn thing. I still type like this. At work, people would laugh at me. People would come through, the girls would come through, the ladies, and see me doing this, and they get a kick out. They'd laugh, like, what's the matter with you? And I said, hey, this is all from 2 years of typing class. And they just shake their heads and walk away. I got a new recliner today. I tested how comfortable was by taking a 2.5 hour nap. Ooh, that must be a nice one. You sent an Afghan you made to your mom and she loved it. Well, I tell you what, in the wintertime, Afghans are really good. But for me, I got to have like an 8-foot one because I hate that when you're laying on the couch or something and you're putting it on and you got it up to here, and your ankles are sticking out, right? So I got to have that extra 2 feet for my 2 feet. Jasper Pulaski is in northern Indiana. In the process of cleaning out my mother's house, had to sell it. Closing on 9:30. Process. Yeah, there's a few of you out here that have done that. You lost your childhood home. Yeah, yeah, that's tough. That's a tough thing to do. Past comfort test. Just signed a contract on a house in the Texas Panhandle. Close in October. Retiring 12/31/25. Hey, did you get did your rate? Did your mortgage rate go down if you took a mortgage? Just an assumption, because they were, with that quarter point drop, some mortgage rates, some were dropping, some were actually going up. Believe it or not. How's the new job going, Noreen? Did you want to go to the movies, or was a hint you're looking for an invite? No, not right now. No, but maybe one of these days. It's a bunch of folks who want to talk about UFOs. I listen mostly. Yeah, I had my UFO story. It's good going, Mary. I'd rather be retired. I took type simple retirement journey. You took your typing class too, yeah. This thing, every time I hit this thing, the cursor to go down, it just takes it all the way down, and then I miss. I took typing in high school. That I did. I became a pharmacist 20 years later. So did that help you? Because farmers, no, that's doctors that have the handwriting you can't read. I'm sort of glad that doctors have to use their computers and all their stuff now, so you don't have to worry about scripts anymore. It's all computerized. That's one good thing about the current state of the future state, I guess. Matter of fact, I just got a blood test done for my Medicare first year evaluation. Is that what it's called? And my PSA was 1.93. And the only thing that seemed a little bit weird and probably not a good thing was my kidney function was 60. It's like EWS or something like that. Maybe you guys know what that is. Um, it says like 59, you're having problems with your kidneys at 60. And I asked Chat GPT, and Chat says, well, if you stay at 60, you might be fine. So that's a little bit of a concern. I got to see what's going on with that. I'll be seeing the doctor. I wanted to get the test, and then I'll see the doctor, and then I'll get my flu shot at the same time. So that'll be September 23rd. And I'd highly recommend a flu shot. I mean, I've been getting them, and like I said, I told you guys before, but I think that really helped me when I did get COVID. I think that flu shot like mitigated some of the COVID symptoms because all I got was a headache, like a pressure headache, and a little bit of a runny nose, and that was it. I mean, I didn't get a cough, I didn't get chest congestion, I didn't get anything. And my cancer doctor had told me because I kept seeing him, and he said, "Get that flu shot." And he said, "For you, and I guess for anybody, but for you especially, get that flu shot." And I think it's paid off. Mrs. Buzz won't get one. She got sick once. She says it was the flu shot, so she hasn't gotten one in probably 30 years. You could type better, you could text. I saw two big groups of cranes heading south over Lake Corpus Christi this morning. Cool. Retired 2019. How are you? But again, if I miss anybody, just repeat your thing, repeat your comment. Drinking with Buzz all last weekend. Hey, Bobby. You were in my CC, my sister and mom. I worked in the Texas Panhandle. I liked it there. Friendly people. Hi, everyone. It's 55 years old. I'll have 36. Ah, cool. Boy, man, I wanted to be an electrician so bad. I just remember they had an apprentice position open at MTD, and I asked my boss because I was working as a production planner, scheduling the blade lines, lawnmower blade lines, and I said, "Hey, I want to try this." I was a non-union position, but I said I was in the union, came out, and I said I have an honorable withdrawal card. I want to go back in the union, and I want to take this electrical apprenticeship. And I already had these ideas that I wanted to start a alarm factory, not a factory, but a company that installed home alarms and car alarms, mobile. And I mean, I was thinking this way, way, way back then. And man, I like security doors and all that. And I wanted to have my electrical journeyman's card in order to do that. And once you become an electrician, man, the world is yours. The world is absolutely yours. If any kid going to school right now, please be an electrician. Be an electrician. That's one of them. That plumbing, electricians, PLCs, computer stuff. But having a journeyman's card in electrical, man, that's gold. Really gold. So you did good. Gary the Snail, how are you doing? Brian, how are you? I'm studying how to remove the ballast in the kitchen and replace it with LED. I have to rewire the fixture. I just replace all that stuff. I just take the one out and I put another one in, and I'm good to go. Norm passing away. Yeah, retired 2019. I did a video about that. 401k Dexter's did a video. Dwayne did a video. Of the three that I know, did a video about that. Yeah, it is sad. You can't shop around when they enter the script into a specific pharmacy. Well, they usually ask you what pharmacy you want. So, how would you get around that? I'm trying to think now. I guess you've got to find the right pharmacy, and plus, if you're on Medicare, which Noreen, I know you're not. I don't think you're there yet, but in Medicare, they on Medicare website, you basically are locked into certain places near you because the Medicare will tell you the price here and tell you the price there, and trust me, You don't want to go there. So you're kind of locked into certain places, but you can always use those good RX cards. And usually, like at my place, at Giant Eagle, which is a grocery store, they always have their little, I don't know what they got. They got a little cheat sheet and they can get you a better price usually. Now we're paying zero. So for this year and last year, we haven't paid for any of our prescriptions, but I think that's coming to a screeching halt. Yes, you can hear about the norm. GRF kidney function, right. So 60, I don't know. Perry, I got mine too. Mine's going to go to $7.60 a month from zero. So October 15th, I'm going to look on the Medicare.gov website and see if anybody's offering a zero. Highly doubt it, but you never know. And I talked to somebody at in California, and they said their well care was, I want to say it was $17, and they actually got it lowered. If I remember correctly, I think they got it lowered. So it's kind of interesting how they're doing this because some are getting lower, some are going higher. And my wife got one too, so she was at zero and it's 760. So they hit us both up. So we're at, $15 a month more. And then her plan N went up, and I just got a letter for her dental. It went up to it may have just went up a few dollars. So I'm going to look into that and see if I can get her on my plan. But she'll start at like zero or start at year one, which is not good, but we'll see. I got to put it all together. That's where October and November, you start putting all your things together with your plans and looking at everything. And so we got some time yet. We got a bit of time. So shocked to see. Yeah, you can never tell. Just a little dehydrated. That could possibly be. Let me get back up here. How am I missing all these? I'm on live chat. Okay. Kidney function. Yeah. Okay. Retire. Yeah. You guys are going faster than me. That's for sure. I'm going to have to go pretty quick here. I always get my flu shot now. Paula, that's good. The video was sad and hopefully, yeah, that was sad. YouTuber Norm, yep. Texas Panhandle is one of the few beaches in North America where you can park for free at the ocean. Huh. I don't get flu shots either, and I never get the flu. Go figure. Yeah, I like I said, help with COVID, so I think so. No, maybe medically it didn't, but I thought so. Yeah, I'm not doing COVID shots anymore. Unless, something crazy comes around, but otherwise, Risk with every surgery. That's right. I get the flu shot. My doc say anything to help without affecting my asthma. Oh, absolutely. Pharmacy changed. 1988 changed from typing to computer in 2002. Went to robotic counting and dispensing. Yeah, Mrs. Buzz always counts her pills. I don't know if you guys do. She always counts them when she gets them, and there was two short. There was two missing on one of her prescriptions. So she called and she said the computer does it or the robot does it or whatever. And she said, well, the robot screwed up this time. And they, no problem. They gave her two extra ones. I mean, it just messes her up with the timing of all of her stuff. So, two doesn't seem like a big deal, but in her case it was. So very sad about Norm. The flu shot cannot give you the flu. Yeah, it could be a coincidence. You're right. But if you believe what they say, I mean, people can tell you, if they tell you 1,000 times, you start to believe it. So I don't know. Just like this funny with this CDC thing now, with shots and everything. They said, I heard somebody said that you get like 70 shots. I remember we got mumps, we got chicken pox, we got measles. man, we used to get all that crap, and now I guess there's a shot for it, and now they're taking babies that are like days old and giving them shots. I didn't know that. I mean, I don't, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know if it's good or bad. But then they said they all the issues with complications and different things. But then I hear other people saying it makes sense because the data shows it makes sense, and other people say no, it doesn't make sense. I mean, when you're a couple days old, you're getting a shot already. Man, I don't know. I just know we went through. It was nice to be home from school, but I think it was the chicken pox that really sucked. I think mumps and measles weren't that bad, but chicken pox, that's the one where you're scratching all the time, right? And your whole face is like, or was that mumps? I don't remember. But yeah, I think we got it all, and we're immune now. But I think what the chicken pox gives you a chance to get what's that other thing that you get on your arms and legs and stuff? I forget what it's called, but I think that's part of it. And you get the shot for that too. What is that? I can't think. One of my nephews became a master electrician. He worked in oil rig stations. Man, yeah, I could imagine. Okay, what happened? I got a paper script last week. Option to take a steroid. Oh, okay. You can get your prescriptions transferred to it. Yeah, you can. I believe he didn't know either. He went in and believe he had a, yeah. Finish the story. Who crushed your electrician? No, it's just my boss said no, Sherry. My boss said no. He didn't want me to go, and I just didn't fight it. I mean, I could have, you know, he didn't want to let me out because I guess I was a valuable employee. I don't know. And it was kind of short sighted on his part. And I just wish I would have, I wish I would have done it. I mean, in hindsight's always 2020, right? But that's the way it goes. Maybe I wouldn't have been very good. Maybe the path that, you can always look at what if you did this and what if you did that? Where would you end up? But I can tell you, and maybe I just would have got electrocuted. I don't know. But I think it would have been, I could have picked any job in the world as an electrician and been successful at it, I think. And, even like going to Ford or Chevy or those plants as an electrician, man, the money, whew. Terry's EpiPen is $277 at Walmart, so we're pricing. Oh, $277. That's my stepson came from the Philippines. Yeah, $51 an hour as a robot repairman at Target. Wow, Prairie Mark. He could probably make more than that at other places. So, but that's good. Washington State now says the highest gas prices that there are. Yeah, the problem with Washington State is they have that's one of what I read. Where did I go now? I hate when this does this. I'm so far behind. Oh crap. Jeez, oh man. Okay, here's where I'm at. I'm way behind. Sorry. Now has the dubious honor of having the highest gas prices, right? Because you got so many taxes. And different states do different things, but you look at your tax structure that they tack onto the gas prices, that's your biggest issue out there. I mean, they're just crazy with the taxes. They're not the only state that does it, but I think they kind of use that more than other states. Been getting my RX at Costco. Also the dog stuff. Yeah, I've heard Costco's pretty good at it, but like I said, I don't have to shop around because we're at 0 right now. Your wife's Part D went from 17 to 5. Well, see, that's good. Yeah, Carlos, you're in California too. That's what I saw. 17 to 5. I don't know if you were the one that told me that, but I know somebody else said that, or someone else said that it was like 17 something and went to something low. So yeah, it could be same thing, which is weird because ours goes up. So I guess they just take turns. Whatever state they take turns. Social Security is 2.8. Oh yeah, is that what they said for sure? Yeah, it puts us upside down. That's for sure. Um, Chemos can reduce kidney function too. Yeah, and that they like I said, when I got my chemo and radiation, they said you're going to have issues. You could have issues in the future, but what are you going to do, right? I mean, so I took that gamble, 11 years ago. 11 years ago now. I took that gamble, and that's just the way it is. That's why I keep saying if I make 75, I'll be lucky. And look at Norm. I mean, he was doing really good, and he passed at 70, I believe, right? You just never know. Bob Donahue, benefits when I retire. That's the main reason I can retire. Oh, that's great. I never got the flu shot. Never got the flu. George, that's good. I'd like to get the COVID shot, but my insurance won't cover it anymore with the recent. Yeah, how much does it cost, Noreen? I'm just curious. I don't know. We need that 2.8% for all the increases. We need more than 2.8%, but I don't want the inflation up higher. They wish they could do it a different way, but they can't. I need an MMR booster and shingles. That's what it was. Shingles, Rick. Yeah, the chicken pox and shingles are related, I believe. Um, I've had cancer. I won't miss any vaccine doctors ordered. Yeah, not getting the COVID shot. I rescind my movie invite. You stay way over there. Yeah, whatever. Look, I got three COVID shots already. No, I got two COVID shots. I got the J&J, which was a one-shot thing. And then they said, oh, it's causing blood clots and everything else, so we're going to stop selling it. And I think it came back on the market, but nobody talks about it. Then I got a Moderna. I got that one as an extra, I think the next year or something. And now I got two of them in me, so it's like, okay, that's enough for now. That's enough for now. And remember, I used to track this at work. That was one of my jobs, to track the Ohio State death rate and sickness rate and hospitalization rate. And by far, people 55 and older were having more issues, and people who had pre-existing conditions, health issues, um, heavier people that didn't have good lung capacity. And, those people most definitely should have got it. But we had a lot of people at work that said, no, they're not doing it. They were healthy, they were young, and they said, no, they're not doing it. And the data showed that maybe you don't need it. But again, that was then when nobody really knew what was right and what was wrong. Now you have more information and you can make your own decision whether it makes sense or not. Kids' shots are crazy now. Yeah, I don't have any youngsters, so I don't know what they all get. Um, Last time I had may have been the flu was in 1993. Yeah, COVID just wiped you out. Yeah, everybody's different. It's just really weird. Every newborn at 30 years gets a Hep B shot and vitamin K in the eyes. Are you serious? Wow. I guess vitamin K would be okay, right? But yeah, that's the hepatitis. That's the one they're talking about. Um, the newborns getting the Hep B shot right away, day one. Um, yeah, I don't know all the data, but that just seems weird. Day one, you get a Hep B shot. I don't know. My brother-in-law died from COVID. He wouldn't get vaccinated and paid the ultimate price. That's not to say that would have saved him, but I don't know the situation, Carlos. Um, and depending on his age, and again, health issues, pre-existing things, a lot of it, that was 5 years ago. We don't need to rehash it because none of us knew anything, It's so easy to look back and say what we should have done, but at the time it was so confusing to everybody, and I think we just all tried to do the best we could and make our best decisions. I do a smoothie every day, blend up an apple. Oh, that looks good. Chia seeds, and I never get sick. That's actually, David, that's a good thing. How confusing for kids and parents now. Well, you just go to your doctor. I don't know if it's confusing or not. You just talk to your doctor and say, what do you recommend? And if the doctor says, do what we've been doing, you can still do it. But you have choices now. And I think some people don't want to fill their kids up with all these. And whether that's good or bad, I'm not taking a stand because it would take 10 to 15 years before they get data to say, well, that was a bad move, or hey, that's a good move. But the autism that's out there, they're trying to figure out why, and I think that's good to try to figure that out. I mean, we rarely saw that in the 60s and 70s. I mean, it was so rare to see that. And now, I think they said 1 in 3, whether not 1 in 3, maybe it is like it's just happening so much with a higher frequency. And I'm not going to sit here and say I know the answers, but if they can at least try to figure something out using the science, I mean, I'm all for that. But shingles, yeah, that's right. Just did open enrollment for my medical and enough of my allotment left over that the state Cal will reimburse my wife and I for. Oh, that's nice, Greg. Early good night. Oh, Kaz. Okay, we'll see you. And it's called shingles. Thank you. Chicken pox gives you shingles. Yeah. You had the shingles or you had the chicken pox? I have the option of getting a flu shot, work in healthcare, so the option is strongly stressed. COVID shots are not mandatory. Yeah, I mean, Cassandra, that's good. I'm glad they're not making it mandatory. Remember when everybody had to have it? Man, people lost their jobs. People in the military got kicked out. I mean, I don't know. We wrestled with that at work, and I was one of the major decision makers. And we talked to the union, we talked to the safety committees, we talked to every person, and we decided not to make anything like that mandatory. Um, so, I mean, we were in a factory with you're pretty far away from each other. And then, what you do at your house. I mean, so we had quite a few people that got it because remember, remember they were giving you 2 weeks off. So I got COVID and you had to prove it. But yeah, let's just say that there was a little bit of cheating going on. A bunch of employees got 2 weeks off, and I'm a little. I think they kind of took somebody else's test, took a picture of it. They were passing tests around and taking pictures. It just whatever. That was back then. So, but you got to give them an A for originality, I guess. Remember that they were practicing treatments. Yeah, they do change over time. I had a single shot and no reaction at all. Yeah, I just got the one and I got a reaction, so I decided not to take the second. Gladys Nagel, shingles is a form of the chicken pox. Yeah, that's my in-laws got that, and I remember her complaining pretty bad about it. Books a million in Virginia. Hey, how are you doing, Rick's retirement journey? Why do people get the pneumonia shot? Is it because you're more? I don't know, but my doctor said to get the flu and pneumonia, and I've never got the pneumonia one before, and I'm not sure. My doctor recommended I get the shingles shot during an active case of shingles. That's good. Brian, was you looking forward to basketball season already? No, this is just an old beat up shirt that I was wearing because I was working on my bricks and rocks and stuff over there. Yeah, when you're sick, a little bit late, right? Saturday night shot talk. My brother-in-law had many factors that an alcoholic has. Okay. Going well, weather is still summer, but cooling off. Yeah, I think I got caught up a little bit here. That's good. Maybe I didn't. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I think it's better diagnosing. I think it is better diagnosing of autism. When I went to school, every kid in the wheelchair, autism spectrum, Down syndrome, all in one classroom because we didn't know anything. Yeah, and that's one thing with our school system here, because you can look online and you can look at they call them intervention specialists, they call them paraprofessionals, they have all these fancy names now, and it's like there's 2 or 3 in every classroom. It's just they're paying, and I mentioned it to someone on a Facebook post, not in a negative way, but I mentioned it to someone who had a child in my graduation class, and she was involved in the school, and she said just like that, back in the 70s, they were all those children were kind of put in different schools or different classes, and you didn't really see it. So maybe that was still there, but we didn't see it as much. Now, occasionally we did, But maybe that was one of the reasons. And I said, yeah, that's probably true. Now they integrate, they want all the kids together, which is good. And now they have to hire these different people, and it's almost like per classroom. I mean, there's more intervention specialists and paraprofessionals and helpers and stuff than there are teachers. When you go scroll through, I actually wrote it down one time. I just thought it was kind of crazy. Um, and they get paid too, so pretty crazy. Strong believer in vax. Had two COVID, then one booster. Haven't had the COVID. Flu shot this year too. Two for shingles, no problems. Yeah, but everybody's different. That's gold, Jerry. Did you ever watch or read any of the Dave Ramsey? I have one of his books. I do. I did read one of his books along with. I got some Susie Orman DVDs that I haven't even looked at yet. My neighbor, before she passed away years ago, I grabbed these DVDs from her garage when her dad said, "Hey, just take what you want out of here. I don't want to haul it away or throw it away." So I took the DVDs, never looked at them yet. But I think I have a Susie Orman book. I have a Dave Ramsey book. And I think I got a couple other ones about finances. You would have liked to work for me? I'm not a good. Ask Mrs. Buzz. I'm a little bit of a. I can be an a-hole if I want something done a certain way and people don't reciprocate and do it the way I want. Um, so just do it right the first time. uh, but I'm pretty fair. Actually in our work environment, I let people do what they wanted to do. And the only time I really had one issue is we had. And I think I told you guys this story before. I'll try to make this quick, but we had a lady. I was at MTD. I was a production planner, and we had the boss, my materials manager. Her name was Donna, and she was a real nice lady. And she was hiring. I think I told this story, but she was hiring someone who was a friend who recently lost the job. And we had an open position, and as a production planner, and she wanted me to train the girl. And I said, okay. And I was training her and showing her different things, showing her the system, and I was great with that. I trained like 3 or 4 people that came in, and I was doing all this stuff, different things. And then there was a situation where she had to take a left or take a right, and in the planning module. And I told her, you're probably going to have to take a right, because and here's why. Here's the outcome will be better than taking a left, so to speak. And I said, so it's probably a great idea. Well, she took a left and she screwed something up pretty bad. So my boss, Donna, called me into her office with the lady sitting there, younger girl, but she was sitting there. And she goes, what happened? And I said, well, and I try not to throw her under the bus, but I was like, well, we talked about it. And I kind of said, why don't you go right instead of left? The girl turned around, looked me dead in the eye, and said, no man is going to tell me what to do. And I said, oh. And I just turned around and I walked out and let my boss take care of that. And that was the last day she was there. So it's like, okay. So yeah, no wonder she was out of a job. She had some issues. When I was in school, I don't remember one kid having autism. Yeah, again, but they could have been in different areas. I've been retired for 6 months. I feel like I'm living the life and the luckiest. Does this feeling end? No, Alan. It gets better. It gets better. I'm telling you, it gets better because you're still a fish out of water. When you retire, you're like, okay, now what? Now what? Now what? And then when you like settle down and you just kind of look back and you go, hey, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Now, what do I want to do? And you pick and choose, and you go at your own pace, and you flow. You flow like water, man. It's great because now you're like when you first retire, you're just lost. I mean, I was. Some people say they don't, but I was lost a little bit. And now it's like I go to bed and I wake up with no worries in the world. I can go do what I want. And man, it just gets better. That's all I can tell you. I was either wife getting our shot soon. Actually, why does this do this? I'm sorry, but I just like there's something wrong with my feed here. I just don't get it. I really don't. I don't remember. Okay. Got to Alan, Captain Billy, and then writing. Actually, my 23-year-old daughter was just diagnosed really with autism. I questioned the doctor on why so many now. The range of characteristics has grown. Okay, so maybe there's a bigger spectrum. Maybe 127 watchers with 6 likes is going to screw up the algorithm. Well, we're up to 60 now, so thanks for that. Had flu 1 year. Thank you for doing that. I meant to say had flu 1 year. Think it was around sick as a dog. I'll never ever skip a flu shot. Yeah. Back in the day, it was called special education. Yeah, that Kristen, you're right. Be sure you're on the live chat or all messages, and your live button is red. I'm on live chat for me. I try to after you train me, Noreen. I've been trying to do it every time. We're missed back in the day and diagnosed as something else. That could be. Hey, everything, even medical science evolves over time. I think he's great. Dave Ramsey with financial advice for young kids. They need to save, and stop spending their money. Yeah, and it's easier said than done, you know. Um, Retired, stay at home when everyone is sick. That's my medicine. Ah, that makes sense. Hey, Chili Pepper, how you doing? Guardians just a half game out of first place. They were 15 games back. I know I saw a meme about that. Yep. But it's Cleveland, so. But if anybody in Cleveland can do the job, it's the Guardians. Certainly not the Browns. One of the best things about being retired, simple retirement journey. Noreen, that's wonderful to hear. I follow Dave Ramsey, plan to help me get out of debt. I love my son despite him never listening to me. I quit getting the flu shot. They've been accurate in predicting which flu anyway. Yeah, I don't want to take that chance. You know, once, like I said, once you had issues, I just get scared. Went to see Susie Orman at one of our colleges. I think she's okay. I mean, she's got a different way. Everybody's got a different way, but she speaks well. I mean, she's pretty cool. Go Irish. Notre Dame playing, huh? Do it right the first time. That's right. Used to love watching her on PBS. Yeah, I haven't seen her recently. If you listen to Superman, you'll never have enough to retire. Well, I know. Yeah, Greg, I know. I've heard about that. As he says it like this, most people don't want to hear the truth about. Well, most people don't want to hear the truth about most things. Um, but he didn't get to where he's at by lying to people. So he's got to have something. I mean, and some of the stuff is basic concepts, common sense stuff, and he builds on that, which is good. So he's got me inspired to learn about. Yeah, Eric, that's exactly right. No man. I know. The old fork in the road trick. Yeah. Yeah. How am I doing this? Like I'm scrolling down, and then it looks like I'm at the bottom, and then it like flips, and there's something weird. It just then I miss like 20 comments. It's just really weird. You need 5 million to retire. I'd never retire. Yeah, I know, Joe, but um, she's just being on the high side, you know. We watch Susie, all the old folks. I love watching a lot of stuff on PBS. I'll be over soon. Susie has her upscale lifestyle. We'll live like we live now, simple but good. Yep. Women can be nutsy. I always love the financial guy, Larry Wiggett's line. It's your own. Yeah, and it's true. My last job, we had a transgender person. My boss had to explain the proper pronouns to use. She was a they, but looked like a woman to me. And we never had that issue. We had obviously we had we had gay people, but it was like nobody cared. I mean, it was like I'm not going to get into it, but you hear all this. Well, but we had a big factory, not big, but nobody cared. It was like, and they even got married. The two girls got married, and they had a big thing, and nobody cared. Like nobody talks about it. Nobody cared, and it's just weird. The same with like, I don't know. I think sometimes things get blown out of proportion that shouldn't be. And that's one of them. I just don't get it, but that's just me. Now we did have one guy. What was his name? I forget his name, but he's a big boned guy, and he said he had a lion cub, but he was one of those like Jungle Larry types. And he went to a parade. He showed us pictures of a parade where he wore a loincloth. It's like carrying a tiger cub or something. I don't know what it was. We had some weirdos. Yeah, the only thing you miss is that big paycheck. That's right. Tomatoes are doing good, John. I got a short. I didn't post it yet, but I just took because it's going to rain tomorrow. So I did go ahead and make a little tiny video. Randy, how you doing? Got your routines going for you, so now you won't. I do. I have my routines. Waiting for the Packers, huh? Oh yeah, yeah. Time flies so fast. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. A 280 zone. I'm trying to keep up too. I get flu shot. Husband does not. Whatever works. Yeah, whatever works. But then you have to take care of them. That's the only the only bad part. Um, when your husband gets sick and he doesn't want to take the shot, and then you got to wait on him, hold his hair while he throws up. Well, he doesn't have much hair. He's like me. You're big bone, Captain Billy. No, you're not. You're not. You're fine. Leave my numbers. Has to cook breakfast. Oh, okay. 23. Well, it's not 23. So yeah, we'll go ahead. I keep forgetting. Hey, Buzz, late to the party again. The retirement scheduling is tough. Oh, I know. Um, yes, but let's do. I'm sorry. Somebody's gonna have to remind me at like uh, 40 minutes in. Someone needs to remind me. So who can remind me? Remind me at 40 minutes in. 0 to 100 Amazon gift card. We have the number right here. If you're a first time watcher, you will get a $25 gift card if you can correctly guess the number. And it is written down already on the backside of this whiteboard. Oh, got her Medicare book. Oh, that's good. At least I can keep up with these. I don't know why I can do it now when I couldn't do it before, but that's good. Uh-oh, now we got a blip there. What is the number on the back of this? You can't see through it. Anybody got one of those X-ray glasses? Remember those like in the 70s? So they had X-ray glasses. I wonder if those actually worked. I knew there was a camera that did that, and then they had to change the lens or something, the eyepiece on the camera. Hey, holy crap! Look at that. Look who got the 50. Oh my gosh. So you see that, Captain Billy? I didn't buy you a steak dinner Saturday when we went to the show, but you did end up. And now you guys check me out and make sure. Um, but I think 50. He was the only one. I cannot believe Captain Billy wins that. I cannot believe it. Yeah, you're of all the people. I guess that's paying for the paper for his art. Yeah, that's it. We got to get more paper. Papers, paper and crayons aren't cheap, so he's got to. We got to pay for that. So wait, did anybody? Okay, okay, Cap. Thank you, 280 Zone. I appreciate that. That is super great. Make sure you send me your email. I probably have it somewhere, I'm sure, but make sure you send it to me. Because something could change, whatever. But Buzz Retirement Garage at gmail.com. And what happened? Why did the numbers happen 45 seconds? Why did it happen 45? I don't understand that. The only one because you're awesome. You are a nice guy. I did get to meet Captain Billy, and those of you who didn't know, did get to meet him. Oh, Doug, you're something else. I did get to meet him at the Adios Muchacho show last Saturday we went, right? Um, and if you look at the live, he's actually one of the people of the probably the 100 that I took video of. He's one of them. I won't tell you which one, but I walked right past him. I had to when I was looking at I saw he was there when I was re-watching the video. It was pretty cool. Live chat versus top chat for delays. So you got to make sure you're on live chat versus top chat. Can you do tattoos? I didn't see any tattoos on him, as a matter of fact. Of course, I wasn't looking, but Captain Billy, do you have any tattoos? I didn't notice any. Of course, you were pretty covered up. You had like 5 shirts on, I think, and your shorts were pretty long for a short guy. So I didn't notice any tattoos though. Pack's gonna crush your brownies. You're probably right. But if they throw in one of those kids, you never know what could happen. Because Packers haven't practiced for the 2 kids, and if they throw one of them in, you never know what's going to happen. Because that's usually what happens. They fake an injury, like an old quarterback. When the times is getting bad and they want to switch quarterbacks, all of a sudden that quarterback will sustain an injury, and it happens a lot, and they don't talk about it. But he's doing the team a favor. He kind of just, oh, I'm hurt. I pulled something. Let the kid go in, and it's planned. It's planned. Come by a house, I'll give you your cut. You can get another 5-gallon Menards pail. Yeah, those are pretty expensive. Captain Billy, the 7 Seas, just a butterfly on my chest. Oh, you got a butterfly, yeah? My tattoos are sun-kissed freckles. Yeah, me too. I have 0. I just never, I guess when I was growing up, I never had the opportunity or never cared to. My brother got one, but I just never had one. Now it's like everybody you see has one or 2 or 5 or 10. Tramp stamp that says property of, but now there you go. We need to get a picture of that. No, we don't. I'll pay money to see that. Well, Stewart did that last week. I think he posted 51, if I remember. And that got me to thinking because, I keep screwing this up. So someone's got to remind me. I should just set a timer, I guess. I get to talking and trying to look here, and I just, I forget. Yeah, you don't want to see that. Nobody does, right? Oh, tattoos from your nursing days. That would be interesting. I'll tell you one. Maybe I shouldn't go down this road, but when I got my vasectomy, yes, I did. The place that I got it done at, a lot of the Cleveland Browns players, the nurses were telling me that they came in Could you imagine the Browns players are in there getting their vasectomy, and little old me goes in there? Ah, yeah, I was a little shy. Oh boy. You couldn't post it here, huh, Noreen? Oh boy, I'd like to hear some of them. I do walk in with dogs every Monday. So this coming Monday, I'll be out there with them. I try to post at least one of the dogs on a short every Monday. Um, because it's for my own record too. Because I want to look back, months and months later. Oh yeah, I remember that dog. And I told you, Mark next door, he got one of the dogs that I really liked. I used to walk this one dog all the time, and he ended up adopting him, which was really cool to see that. I saw him running in the backyard, and I said, "Man, I know that dog." Vasectomies are a team sport. Well, evidently, ER nurses see the weirdest things. Yeah, I think that. Well, I won't go into that, but at the I don't know if I'm just reading the wrong material, uh, but the the orifices that things get stuck into are, I think the ER nurses really, I think they have a little thread where they talk about that. So I don't know, maybe. Oh, your neighbor got a puppy from a kill. Oh, that's good. And it's shaking because Gray Cat's walking all over the table here. Idiot ex-husband had a prison-like tattoo, Bo Severs, because he was Bo Severs. I don't even know what that is. Is that like regrets? Regrets? That one's always. Will you stop it? That's popular. Give that 11% rebate on vasectomies. Oh, that would be an idea. Somebody should open up a little place like that. That's really cool. Carlos, were you a nurse? What's the best? No, he was a carpenter, I think. So I don't know. Baby, oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, but I mean that was a long time ago. And the bag of peas trick does work. I think I've been in the doctor. I've never broken anything. I've been lucky. I've never had like major issues, but I think I go to the doctor more than most people. Oh, Bocephus. Okay. Yeah. It was spelled wrong. Yeah, my wife was a scheduler at a surgery center. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, he did. You know what? I didn't see his live. I even mentioned. I said I got to remember. I can't even remember to do that. I'm gonna have to set a timer. It's like every the third Thursday of every month at 7 o'clock, and I missed it again. And I do have the merchandise. I got because our revenues, all of us, our revenues are going down. We all know that. And so, and I've been trying to, not very hard, but trying to get something. Finally, like I said, I found this company. I think they're doing a great job, and people have ordered already. And I am getting a sample pack from them soon, and I'll pick it up from them whenever they get it ready. And I'll be able to maybe next week or the week after. I'll be able to show you kind of what we got. But you can thank you 280 Zone. It's already out there now, and we'll be getting some more. This is in its infancy, so we'll be getting some more designs. We'll be getting some different things. I actually we talked about some different things like silver rounds. They're so like I said, we're at the start of this, and it's just gonna the site should get better and better. But I didn't know Steve did that. I'm gonna have to check it out. All YouTube channels I watch are yeah, that's right, Noreen. It's and it's I watched one guy. They actually talked about me, and he got like, and this is true. He got like 7 or 9,000 views or something, and he's just started. And someone said that what YouTube tries to do is now take the newer people, which is cool, and push them through the algorithm because until they get 1,000 subscribers and 400 hours, they're not sharing revenue. So they take all the newer people and push them through the algorithm. So people like me and Retired and Loving It and some of the other channels that are out here, um, Simple Retirement Journey, um, you're not getting the same money because they're pushing. And I don't mind. I was one of those people too when I first started. So, that's how I did great last year. This year, it's not even close. So, and I'm doing basically the same amount of videos. I just don't have anything that's super viral, which I did last year. But still, take away that viral video, and it's still a lot further down. So, and that's just the way it is. So, I've been throwing some merch on there. I've been trying to put some things on videos, just maybe to make $1 or $2. So, we'll see how it goes. How much money raised from the shelter? Yeah, like Noreen said, it was $2,400. I thought that was. Oh, Steve got his wife a coffee mug. Oh, cool. I didn't even know that. Yeah, $2,400, and that was super nice. I mean, you can't believe that's going to help those people, and they're pretty good at things over there. Your revenue is down. Is Google having a bad? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I did some work at Woodland Memorial Hospital. Oh, no, I think it's is it no? I think it's 1,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours. Okay, okay. Yeah, and right now, and that's what I said before too. Was there's more and more retirement channels that are coming on board, and it's hard to watch them all. I say that every week because, at nighttime I try to catch three, four, five of them, and then go watch a movie or something, and it's hard to like. It's like on my feed is like there's so many different ones now, um, and I want to watch them all, but the problem is we just don't have time to do that. So we have to be selective sometimes. I mean, I do my favorites, but I also like to branch out and look at different things too, not just retirement channels. So I'm not just focused on retirement; I'm focused on other things. Um, yeah, YouTube is making a lot of money, I would think. I'm starting to wonder if it's worth taking the time to make a video. Well, part of it too is the legacy, and I know a lot of people are doing it as a legacy because it's easy to look in a picture book or a picture album, but for my daughter and my wife and anybody that having videos out there of you and your voice and how you look and everything else, I think, not to be, you know but I think it's better than looking at a picture. So that's how I look at it anyway. Mom paid the doc and green stamps. Late to the party. B Hall, where you been? You got back from Menards, huh? You got the subs, but not the hours. There's a new channel called Unretired. They're pretty funny. Oh, show your feet, you'll make a fortune. Oh, you're not kidding. And not just that, but you look at some of these. I tell you what, if I was a woman, I'd be a millionaire. But that's just me talking. Don't just watch because your retirement advice. Love it. Oh, I appreciate that. The 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 cabin guy. That's the first time I've said that. I think the cabin guy. Oh, I can be happy without being a millionaire. You better believe it, man. I got my health right now. I'm waking up every morning. I can do what I want. I mean, man, how do you beat that? How do you beat that? You can't beat that with a stick. I'll have to check out that channel, Angela. Again with the feet. I knew I'd wake you up, Katie. My audience is retired because your kids don't even know I'm doing it. Oh, don't tell them. I'm not even 100,000 air, and I'm happy. Oh, that's good. I actually just did. I wanted to do a video. I did that 300,000, 200,000. Then I wanted to do a 100,000. I was trying to get this financial guy, and long story short, they blew me off. But that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. So I just used Chad or Chat GPT, and I laid out what if you had 100,000, all your stuff was paid off, and you had $100,000, and then it gave me a whole list of things. I tell you what, you might want to look into that. Um, Look at your AI modules and see what it comes up with, because man, it gave an exhaust. I mean, it gave me a big list of things to do with your money. Like if you have $100,000 cash, just saying, if you had 100 versus 300, it gave you ideas of where to put, how to do it, and actually some funds to actually go into. So it's really cool. And that, it's going to knock the advisors out eventually. AI, I'm telling you, it's going to change the world. There's no doubt about it. And there's nothing we can do about it. Told my youngest to wear socks for a week, sticking in the baggie, and somebody out there would buy it. The comedian Ginger Billy said he was afraid of the new house by saw a picture of his wife. I'm telling you. I was going to say that it's a weird, but nothing. There's crazy stuff out there. Having a million only means more people want to help you spend it. Yeah, that could be. Well, thank you, John. AI might be a good thing to look at. No, it really is. I mean, and I'm not saying it's 100% foolproof. No way, shape, or form am I saying that. But I tell you what, it was a list. 100,000. Here's a list. And I did it on one. I'm going to do it on another and see how they compare. And then I might do a video about it. I just started watching Unretired and like them too. A lot of personality there. Oh, I have to, Jesse in Asia. I got to check that out. Low power guy. Okay, see you, John. Yeah, we're getting off here now anyway. It's already an hour and 17 minutes. And even though I did start a little early, so kind of wanted it to go, but I think we started 10 minutes early. So we're over an hour right now. No, AI is not always correct. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But if you can take a couple different AIs, and I tell you what they suggested, for a 65-year-old, house paid off, car paid off, no debt, where would you put $100,000 if you had it? If Mr. AI or Mrs. AI, if you were doing it, where would you put it? And I'll tell you what, it came up with. I was kind of like, ooh, yeah, okay, all right, it makes sense, and that's their version, and every planner will give you a different version. All right, John, see you. Hey, Steve, how you doing? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I missed your live, man. I feel bad when I miss yours. You only do it once a month, and I can't even get there in time to do that. I feel bad. It's a therapist. Yeah. Did you see that one? I don't know. I saw this interview with this girl, that Louis Mangione or something, the one that shot that United Healthcare executive. She said that she talks to him every day on AI, and it's like her boyfriend now, and it's the AI version. I don't know. It was just really super weird. Yeah, super weird. But anyway, um, thank you for being here. I appreciate it, Captain Billy. Make sure you send me an email uh, so we can get that gift card out to you. And I appreciate everybody being here. The time goes so fast with you guys. It's crazy. How fast it goes, at least for me. For you guys sitting there, maybe not, but for me, it's constant. And man, I could do 6 hours. But yeah, we wouldn't have too many people here if I went 6 hours. There is a guy that does that. I don't know how he does it. He's Dashing Womble. He'll sit for 5 hours in his car, and he'll just do a live for 5 hours. I don't know how he does it, but kind of crazy to me. But he's a nice guy, so yeah. But you guys all have a good week, and the weather here is going to be damp, so we'll be working inside and looking for the next good weather to come. And we'll see you going in to eat now. So thanks for being here. I appreciate it. God willing, we'll see you next Saturday or Wednesday if you get a chance. Um, take care.